Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Greetings, football lovers. Welcome to Ballchat EPL preview show. My name is Benton, along with the family. Yo! Come on! Come on, Dad! Wait, hold on, people. Let me clean out the camera. Come on, how are you doing, family? It's been a while.
I know. Brand new season. We're ready. New jersey and thing. I mean, like, I call it yard clothes, but you know, look too bad still. Engineer.
And here comes our football family. Here is Junior coming in with his bag of knives. Manchester United fan, please silence your phone.
No, I was on the phone with Fabrizio Romano. If you guys can't understand the foreign language, sorry.
Well, okay. Breaking news, Junior. Do you have
any breaking news? Must be about Harry Maguire, nothing else, because everything else is a done deal. Everything else is a done deal. So, breaking news, Harry Maguire. What is your friend saying about Harry's move?
It's not Harry Maguire. It's more. We're talking about more a casino, because we seem to think that Arsenal jumped the gun when they bought when they brought in Declan Rice instead of Moses Caicedo, and
by yourself.
And Chelsea is going to actually benefit the most from Arsenal bringing in Declan Rice more than Arsenal.
So wait, when you say we, you mean we attack you and who your friend them?
Yeah, me and your friend I was talking to a while ago, talking about Chelsea, because I don't put in my predictions yet, but I'm feeling strong about Chelsea.
Okay. Well, last year you felt strong about Chelsea last year too. So.
No, I felt strong about Chelsea coming in this year.
Okay.
Last year, I said that.
All right, football family, without wasting no time, welcome to the preview show. EPL kicks off tomorrow. Benton, my name is Benton, along with the family Cameron and Junior, aka George, the government name. All right, let's get to it. Breaking news. Hurricane family, David Ornstein is reporting that a deal has been struck between all parties, right? So give us some details on this Hurricane fiasco. Hurricane to Bayern Munich.
4-year deal he's 30 years old. 4-year deal. I don't know. I'm not huge on Hurricane. I'm going to be real honest. Yes, he's a striker for Spurs and for England, but I am not really big on Hurricane. So if Hurricane can leave Spurs and go Bayern, because let us face it, he has been playing so long and he's without a club trophy. So he wants to go where he's guaranteed a trophy. You know what I really, really, really sad? If he go Bayern and Liverpool win, or Dortmund win. So even I know that Hurricane is absolutely sad. But it took a while. I never know if Daniel Levy was going to let him go. He said he didn't want to go. He wanted to win trophies for Spurs. So this evening, 4-year deal is on the table. I think he has agreed to personal terms, and I think the last thing I read was that Spurs is still to accept the offer.
Okay, and so who is reporting what? I think I saw somewhere Fabrizio Romano Jr., your brethren, you said you were on the phone with him. Is he reporting what? A medical is set up? What's the deal? What is he saying?
Fabrizio about an idiot ball. I can't want to talk about him.
Yes, the last thing he said, like an hour ago, he said that Hurricane has been given permission to travel to complete medical tests ahead of Bayern move. That's what he's saying. Okay. He says Bayern are increasingly confident to get Kane deal done on Friday. So let us see.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Go ahead, Junior.
Hurricane aside, look for Pochettino to come knocking for Young Ming's son. Just look for that, because there's no way Son is going to stay at Tottenham. So look for Son to come to Chelsea, especially with the Nkunku injury. Look for that transfer, and this might be even be more fodder for them to move on from Raheem Sterling. Look
The
for
Jamaican,
Son. Look
move
for
on.
Son. All right.
Move on,
It's
move
too
on from
early. It's
big
too
man.
early.
Listen, Junior, it's too early for the foolishness. You know what I think? Son will be additional baggage at you know I am the president of Son's fan club,
Yes.
and I am a fan of Chelsea. So I wouldn't want him to go to Chelsea because I don't think that he will thrive at Chelsea. Look for Spurs to go out there and get a baller. Don't be surprised if Spurs go out there and splash the money to get a Neymar who is unhappy. Oh, PSG tell him say must go on. PSG told him that he's no longer in their plans. Look for a name. Neymar loves England. He want to come MLS. But to be honest, which club in MLS can afford Neymar now? Plus, MLS window has closed, right? So with Harry Kane gone, I wouldn't be surprised if them hijack the Casado transfer from Chelsea or Liverpool, or go for a man like Neymar.
Yeah, but I mean, regarding Casado hijack, don't they still have the Brighton baller at Spurs, Bosuma, that went on the what's his name, Angry Man Antonio Conte. So I mean, huge year for Basuma under the new coach, Ante. What you pronounce his name? Posa what?
But what I know, BBC Sport is hey, I love transfer window. I love the drama and the excitement. This reminds me when you're there in Jamaica, you talk to your neighbor over the fence. It not go so, but it nearly go so. So now they're saying that Tottenham is in the hunt for Lukaku.
Oh. Well, I mean,
that is a more sensible transfer, to be honest, than Neymar. Neymar is not coming to Tottenham.
Yeah.
It's the Saudi storm or that Saudi cloud that is hanging over football. It's actually giving all of these clubs an out, because if the Saudi league never existed, then you would have Tottenham fans clamoring for Neymar. You probably would have Man U fans clamoring for Neymar. And sorry, Neymar is not an English Premier League baller. Neymar was on his way to being a top 5 footballer in the world. He has fallen off tremendously. He cannot play in England. Cannot play in England. Neymar, and I don't think Neymar belongs at a Juventus or an Inter. And I say this all the time. His name is bigger than his talent. And his name is bigger than his output on the field. So Neymar the name Neymar is going to say easy 150 million. But the output on the field is really 40, $50 million worth. And that's just the truth. It sounds harsh, but it is the reality. Neymar is nowhere near a top footballer in the world. So we shouldn't be talking about him in the transfer window as a potential brother for coming in. No, Neymar, see, which way then?
Yeah. All right. You brought it up, family. EPL preview show for those of you watching. Welcome to Ballchat EPL preview show. EPL kicks off tomorrow. 2 questions I have for both of you. The Saudi League, the impact, if any, on the EPL. Your thoughts? It's been a while. Some of the Saudi League coming in, the Saudi Pro League, come on and moving players from the EPL. Helped Chelsea out a lot. Koulibaly gone. Edward Mendy gone. I mean, Saudi League impact on the EPL this year, if any. Your thoughts?
I think it weed out the people who want a challenge versus who wants some money. I am not knocking any player who decide to choose money over prestige. So to be honest, the Saudi League, yes, there's money, but it's not prestigious like the English Premier League, right? So you make a choice. They want to go there. Yes, they maybe want to build a league. They want to whatever, the superstars. I have no issues. I didn't like the exodus at Chelsea. Maybe the coach told him that they were not in his plans and they moved on. But I don't know if it's going to help us or hurt us. You know, we got our striker, only for a striker to be injured in preseason and will be out for 4 months. So we're not back to square one, but we're close to the square. Nicholas Jackson is a really good player, but during preseason, you could realize that the connection is not there. And it's just unfortunate that it's going to take the season over 38 games for us to kind of gel. I would prefer we would gel before the season starts. Because sometimes it's really hard to play catch up, right? If you have teams who are really in form, and then we are struggling, it's going to be hard to catch up in the second half of the season. So I think for us, it's people are saying, "Oh, give Chelsea four." I don't want my big club to be given four. We are not a project. I don't like it. I don't like. We're not academy players. But I don't think Chelsea. There's a quality in the Chelsea squad right now for us to really challenge a Manchester City because they still have the even though players have left, I still think the quality is there with Manchester City. And I think they're going to be the team to beat again this season.
Junior, the Saudi League and the impact on the EPL, if any, family.
The impact it has on world football is, I agree with Cameron. It separate the people that want to play football from the people that feel like they have played enough football and want to recoup some money for their next chapter in life, right? But what it has done, it has actually reset the market. When we look at last year, when we look at the Erling Haaland sweepstakes, when we look at the Kylian Mbappe sweepstakes, right? Football was turning into crazy money. It became funny money, right? Why here 200 million for Kylian Mbappe? And now PSG trying for pull on the heartstrings of Kylian Mbappe by saying, yo, if you're leaving Mbappe for free, the money we're going to lose for the books. This is worth 3 man and a guardian and a custodian and this and that and that and that. So forget about Mbappe. Mbappe is a cream of the crap. When you look at Haaland, when you look at we don't know who is in a Haaland class right now, but when you look at the next tier of ballers, the next level of ballers, who's supposed to be the next great, right? Without the Saudi League, when that baller come up, that money started at 180 million. It can start at 100. Yo, Haaland worth this. So the Saudi League is good for world football. We reset the market. We'll flush out the money. We want money. The Chinese League did it a couple of years ago, especially in the EPL, when the Chinese League suck in all of these players. What my boy from Aska, no fear man from Manchester United. Them money, what name? Fellaini.
Yeah, Marion.
When that set up ball that it leave. Look at how EPL actually got better. Look how EPL actually had more parity after that. So right now, I think the Saudi League is good that it reset the market. I think that's why FIFA and the world governing bodies actually allow Saudi to play funny money. So now we can say we reset the market and now let's start over.
All right, let's just remind listeners of what transpired last year. Man City won the thing. Three-peat family. They're looking for their 4th title. Arsenal finished number 2. Leicester City leads and Southampton relegated. This year's family, Man City were looking for the 4th consecutive title on the trot. What is that? 5, 6 titles in 7 years? I don't even know. New boys in this thing running in. Burnley, Luton, and what? Sheffield United family. What do you expect from the new boys running in? Come on.
Them go right back down. Down there, them go. Them not have enough quality. Right down. And the market was meh. Look on Luton.
All right, but Burnley was playing some serious ball in a championship.
Championship. Like, come on now. Luton get Ross Barkley. Like, you want to compete and you want to play. Like, what are you doing? Right? So, them go right back down. Right down a gully.
Thank you, Jermaine. Thank you. He ran in with his Manchester United self. With his. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the preview show. Let's start off with the transfer window and coaches coming in. Family, Pochettino is the man at the helm. What sort of difference do you expect Pochettino to make at Chelsea. Chelsea, of course, had 4 managers last year. Over and under the number of years Pochettino will last in this job, Junior.
Well, hopefully I sound better now. But
Yes, you do. You're not shouting. Yes, you do.
all right. So, but don't tell it already. Chelsea is my surprise team this year. I am going to go out on a limb. I'm going to put it this way. If Man City don't get Paqueta, Chelsea can possibly topple them on the top of the league. I am picking Chelsea to win the Premier League this year.
Okay, it's too early. All right, you're all right. So this is your family. You're picking Chelsea to win the league.
I'm leaning towards Chelsea. If
Okay,
Chelsea,
it's either you're leaning or you're picking, brother. You say you quite possibly are.
no, the reason why. All right, look, this is the reason why it is hard to judge a team now because the transfer market's still open. If Manchester United get a striker, I get another midfielder or 2. Man U will be challenging for the title. So it's hard for we to know. I said, no, your question. How long would Pochettino last? I'm telling you, Pochettino is going to be here for the long haul because I think he is that good of a coach, one, and I think he has a motivated roster. So let me leave it at that.
All right, thank you. Come on, Jeremy and Levy said, Junior, you're a madman. Who will score the goals? Come on.
Right.
Exactly.
Pochettino, big manager. Your thoughts? You're the Chelsea fan. How is the vibes feeling coming into the season with Poch?
As I said before, because apparently Junior has been drinking early. He's a day drinker. The same foolishness like Tottenham. I mean, like, we could go out there and spend some money, but I still have not seen quality in Chelsea squad. Like, tell me who you can really say can turn a game on his head at a drop of a dime. Who? Which one of these players? The one goal scorer ever come in, as we said, injured for 4 months, possibly more. Depends on the injury. I don't know. I mean, we could have the best coach in the world, but when you have dibby, regular, ordinary, not so great footballers, then what kind of results are we expecting? And Germany is correct. Who will score the goals for Chelsea?
Well,
Who will
Lukaku
score
is
them?
still on the books.
He was not given a number. Did you not see that?
Yeah, but he's still a Chelsea player. If you need a goal scorer, just
Yeah,
look
but
to
look
Lukaku.
at it. He has not been training with the team. Lukaku has been training by himself, not even with the U23s, or the U21s, Lukaku has been training by himself. The coach has said that he's not in his plans. He has not been given us. Look here, this coming like one girl, you live with one girl, and she do everything in her power for sure that she don't want you still anger. You say I idiot, boy. You say I idiot. See? Everything she do, tuck up your clothes in her bag, put it outside the door, don't want to lie down with you, don't want to cook a dinner give you, don't speak to you, right? And you insist on saying, this is Lukaku. The man said you're not in our plans. He's not going to score goals because he's not going to play. Who going to score the goals then first? Raheem? If a Raheem alone will away from the goal, now score. So you can bring a good coach in, but I still don't see. You go to your buy Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams is a player for League Cups. I don't see Tyler Adams as a leader, a game changer, somebody who we should have gone out there to get. Absolutely not.
But did you buy?
He's going to be a bench player. He's
Yes.
going to be a pulisic because he's going to be there to sell the Americans them the jerseys, right? And so we go out there and we do stupidness again. We're not going to have the players them to produce the 3-pointers that we want from these games. So Poch can be the best coach in the world. He's going to beat a dead horse when it comes to the players on the pitch.
All right, Junior, and come on, Jermaine says Chelsea and Man United will have the same problem. Don't have proper centre forward. We'll get to Man United. But I want to get your thoughts on some other managers, new managers coming to the EPL. Wolves, one Mr. Julian Lopetegui abruptly left, 4 days before the season kickoff. Bournemouth also with a new manager. Gary O'Neill did well last year. Tottenham, Angie Postecoglou New manager. Which of these new managers you expect to do some good things with their respective teams, family? Or what do you expect from these new managers? Is this too much to ask Angie to do something special at Spurs? Or too much for Wolves to stay up after the job one Mr. Lopetegui did last year?
I don't for Wolves, I don't think it is a big ask for Wolves. Wolves, when you think about it, there are some quality players for Wolves who kind of showed up at the end of last season. So as I said before, if you have the best coach, but you don't have the players to complement that coach, you're going to get the same full results. I think Wolves is a better team than Bournemouth. None of these teams went out there and did wonderful business. I mean, like, as I said, there's no game changer for any of these teams. So I expect the same thing. I think they'll be carrying up the rear. But I don't think Bournemouth and Wolves will be in any problem or any trouble of getting relegated.
Okay.
When the Lopetegui news came out, I instantly said, this is one less team for Manchester United to worry about. Let's remember, before Lopetegui, Wolves was a dumpster fire. When Lopetegui went there, I think he drew with Man U or he drew with Liverpool his first game 0-0 and Wolves was leaking goals at one point.
Yeah.
And from Lopetegui takeover to the end of the season, Wolves was playing like a team that would challenge for top 6.
Mm-hmm.
And you would say all they need is a good transfer window. Obviously, Lopetegui look on the funny money going around the league and I said, wait, we not spend the money and you want me come after you fire man last year and you want me come to... No, my God, right? So with all of that, I think the Tottenham coach is the one that is actually of the better seat because Tottenham lost their generational talent. We can joke about Harry Kane as much as we want. He was their generational talent. He was his generation's version of Gary Lineker, right? In terms of scoring output at Tottenham. So that coach now come in and have a team, have nothing to prove. All them have to do is really stay up and stay decent. While Wolves is coming in saying, the way we ended the year last year, we should be challenging for at least the top half of the table. So it's two different mentalities, and I think Tottenham is in the better. I think the Tottenham coach is in the better position.
All right, let's get to the top teams of last year. We're going to kick it off with Arsenal and run through and get your thoughts on some other teams. All right, Arsenal family, your thoughts on Arsenal's transfer window. Of course, Declan Rice, big transfer, Timber, and the likes. Your thoughts on Arsenal's window?
Hold on there. I don't hear mention Kai Havertz. What a disrespect.
I did say big transfer window.
Yeah, hey, you don't see Kai in a preseason. Hey, listen, I think Arsenal is not... Gone are the days where we can joke about Arsenal being cheap. Remember, I always talk about the Luis Suarez, the 1 penny over the 40 mil where Wenger offered for Suarez. Gone are those days. Arsenal, I guess they tasted or they felt what a Premier League title or the taste of victory last year would mean to them. That they went out there and they got some good players. Arsenal movements, I mean, like, I appreciate it that they didn't go crazy, but they got good pieces. And I was telling an Arsenal fan that I would not be surprised if Arteta gets the best out of Kai Havertz. I wouldn't be surprised if this season Kai Havertz scored 20 goals and have 15 assists. I would not, because that's the kind of coach Arteta is. So I like the setup. Jesus' injury is kind of unlucky, but they have the pieces to step up, and I do think that Arsenal will compete again this year. I don't know if they're going to win the Premier League, but I do think that they made enough moves to be competitive.
Okay, I mean, they should. I mean, the fact that so this year they're playing Champions League football. Does that equate or affect your prediction of being competitive this year?
No, because
Okay,
remember we always a complain. I say Arsenal bench is thin. The bench is not thin anymore.
okay.
And you can look at the bench and you can pick people off the bench who can be an impact player at any given time. So before this, we said, oh no, somebody got injured. You must go for the UT, go to the U team and pick some players. No, I think they've learned from it and they've gotten players who can be back. They're good backups, right? They're good bench players. So I don't think I'm going to worry about Arsenal.
I big up Diggs, by the way. Seven, big up yourself watching on Twitch. Jeremy and Levy says Harvard's a baller. All right, gone too far. Harvard's a baller, about 20 goals.
See, Jeremy
Junior.
and Jeremy and said the thing that I alluded to as well. You see the Declan Rice deal. Remember, 2 years ago, I looked at you guys and said Arsenal is going to challenge. That was 100% right? When I look at what Arsenal did this transfer window, Arsenal go to West Ham and look at West Ham and say, all right, West Ham, you have two holding midfielders, right? You have 110 million. Give me the English one. When you have the Brazilian one, which is a bigger baller, sit on right beside it. The Brazilian one that Man City now is thinking about saying, since West Ham, since uno are sellers, send our Paqueta. Me as an Arsenal whistleblower from 2 years ago, don't like this transfer window. I think it's an idiotic transfer window. I like the Timber transfer in. But Declan Rice is not that great. And he's going to be exposed. Declan Rice is going to be exposed like how Harry Maguire was exposed. And their saving grace is going to be there was nobody for Partey. So Partey is still at Arsenal. Look for Partey to eventually play more than Declan Rice. Right? And Kai Havertz. Come on, I'm sorry. Look at Arsenal. All right. Kai Havertz is going to be a square peg in a round hole. Look at how Arsenal played football last year. We said all Arsenal want is a goal scorer. Arsenal play like Man City. They hold the ball for 75% of the game. Blah, 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 blah. We sit down and watch a Chelsea side hold a ball for 75% of the game. How much time? And all Havertz have to do is score a goal. And a 1-0 game turn 1-1 or a 0-0 game turn 1-0 for Chelsea. And he no score. And you tell me now, so you're going to put him in on one side, we're going to hold the ball for 75% of the time, and we're going to score 20 goals?
Yeah.
I don't see this thing work.
All right, Junior. We're going to bet. After the year, we're going to bet. Because it's a bet.
All right. If Arteta is a good coach, Arteta is going to move Odegaard straight down the middle because Havertz's best position is at 8 or a 10. Havertz is not a striker. He was never a striker. At Chelsea, the man come and somehow, the man after him leave Germany, come out for the play in Germany. You're a striker,
You know what? I expect Arsenal, and big up to the family, send on your comments and send on your predictions. I expect Arsenal to start fast. I think defensively, they have done some good business with Declan and Timber because Arsenal collapsed down the stretch last year because of failure to keep goals out, right? Can we agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Letting, 3 goals against Bug Southampton. So I expect Arsenal to start fast. I think they still have goals in them. And defensively, they might be able to hold this thing. I do concern about that extra European competition though and extra matches. So we will see. Kai Havertz is a bug.
Yeah, but Kai Havertz is a bug. But the pump, on parade round, Declan Rice, it's just bugged into me because I'm like, okay, I don't know about that. But we will see. We've seen where good coaches get the best out of players. So we'll definitely see. We'll see if letting Kai Havertz go is going to be one of Chelsea's regret.
I'm gonna show them one thing real quick. You see, Arsenal want to play ticky-tacky, pretty football, right? And they want to hold possession of the ball. For all of Declan Rice's career, you have never seen Declan Rice being asked to collect the ball 20 yards from goal with his centre back way over there, sir, and the other centre back way over there, sir, and him back to the field, and him for control the ball and turn and make a decision. We have never seen Declan Rice play like that. And no, just because he's worth 110 million, and just because he's worth 3 Lions to England, we all think him is a big midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I this reach the football now. Remember me tell you, Partey going to play more than Declan Rice is a destroyer. Declan Rice is a brother who want to play in the middle of the field and keep everything in front of him, and him fit. Him can go sideline to sideline. But you never see Declan Rice control a ball like him a Pirlo. We'll see.
But you know, that is if Partey does not go to Juventus. Because remember, Juventus is still interested in Partey, and Arsenal was entertaining the thought. So
Big up Heraldo. Arsenal dead if Partey leave.
all right, Arsenal kicks off Saturday 7:30 a.m. against Nottingham Forest. Should be an easy victory that for Arsenal. Should be an easy victory, right?
not in the English Premier League. Nothing is easy.
All right, and the reason why we started with Arsenal is because we figured that they won the Community Shield. So let's go to the defending champion, the real standard bearer in this business, right? Man City kicks off against Burnley, and Ilkay Gundogan is gone, who was a general for them. They're trying to get Paqueta. Family, your thoughts on Man City's summer and what you expect? Of course, Matthew Kovacic is in, and Josko Gavardol, how you pronounce his brother name? Come on, your thoughts on Man City?
Man City, I think, is primed to win the league again. You know, even though they lost a couple of players, I still think the core is still there. And the hunger is still there for Pep. You know, you ask him questions and he's just so annoyed. He's like, why are you asking me this? We just come to play football. We're going to make it work. So I think they're going to be the standard bearer again for the Premier League. I mean, they're playing every competition that you can think of. But I've always joked that Manchester City bench have their own bench. So I'm not worried about them. I do think that other teams will have to beat them and get 3 points off them. Even at 1 point, them can pick off of them. But I do think that Manchester City is primed to win the league again.
You know my issue with City is last year, as good as they were, Gundogan had to put on the cape a couple times. Kevin De Bruyne had to put on the cape a couple times, right? No, you take out Gundogan, there's no replacement. Paqueta won't replace Gundogan. I think Man City is prime for a fall off this year. What is a fall off? Probably second in the league and a title race. I am telling you guys this right now. We have seen where Haaland, my big striker, was starved for the ball for 90% of one game, couple games last year against some idiot side. And then is a De Bruyne magic, a Gundogan magic. The fact that Bernardo Silva is not being allowed to go, the fact that Kyle Walker, who, 6 months ago, Pep did say he wasn't a good right back, you remember? Mm-hmm. But Kyle Walker is now negotiating for a new contract. I'm telling you guys right now, the middle of Man City, the heart of Man City, is now Jack Grealish and company. And their maturity is going to determine how this dynasty keep going. Because it's changing.
Big question for you guys. Come on. Joao Cancelo and Calvin Phillips. Do they stay in Man City squad this year?
I think Phillips must leave. I think he's being overshadowed. He's not used enough. And I don't think this season he's going to be used enough. I don't think he fits what Pep's idea of what a City player should be. And I was surprised that Grealish kind of overshadowed Phillips because I think he's a good enough player. But I think he should go to a club where he can be utilized more. Cancelo, I think he stays. I think he likes the prestige of being a Man City player. I don't think he's going to leave. You know, since they have all these competitions, he's going to get some minutes. But I do think Phillips is really being underused. You know, he spends more time on the bench than anybody splinter and anybody but. So he should actually leave.
He was coming off an injury though. He was coming off an injury.
Yeah, but Grealish was coming off an injury too, and they still found a way to put Grealish in.
No, Grealish injury was different than Phillips. And Phillips' injury was one where them want to get him right. I think Phillips is going to be. They hope that he can carry the flag. The fact that they want to bring in Paqueta though should signal to Phillips that all right, we know West Ham never let Paqueta go. Unless Man City offer Saudi money. So that's a signal to Phillips like this is your year, step up and take the mantle. Right? So we'll see. But I think Phillips is going to get his chance.
Shake up at Manchester United, Junior, your team, you have the floor. David De Gea, the general, is out. Onana, the goalkeeper, is in, not Onana, the midfielder. What your assessment of the summer and your expectations for this season going for coming up?
I think this summer for Manchester United for the transfers outs was the summer of the fans. Where if you play FIFA, and you buy FIFA, and you're a Manchester United fan, the man them were gone out of the team is the exact players them where every Manchester United fan will transfer out except that here. I don't like the Onana Dahia switch. I think the risk reward is not worth it for me. But apart from that though, everything is perfect. And big up Mark Goldbridge. Goldbridge said it perfectly. Ten Hag come in, got rid of Ronaldo, Maguire, Dahia.
Well, Maguire is still
Fred.
right here, right?
Well, he's packing his bags. Fred.
Still on the squad list. Got rid of.
Listen. Don't disrupt my happy week, please.
Okay, sorry.
So and Mac Fred is on their way out, right?
Yeah, Mac Fred.
We don't care who them bring in. We don't care who them bring in after that. It's a great summer. And the window is still open. I'm telling you guys, if we get Amrabat, if we get Onana, and if we get another striker, Manchester United will be comfortably challenging for top two.
Top two.
Really?
All right, come on. Over to you. Your thoughts on Manchester United summer and what you expect from them. Big baller Rasmus Hodgland or whatever. Hodgland. It's a new name for pronounce. Come on, go ahead.
Man United, they're positioning themselves for a run, which is good. I mean, every team should do that. I do not have more faith in them goalkeeper than anybody else. I mean, Man United fans don't like the goalie, especially during the preseason when some pushes go on. Maybe it may get better over time. I know the system. Or maybe if Harry Maguire leave, his defense will be better and won't put him in that position. I saw Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire says he feels disrespected, and a player will need to agree to personal terms. And if Harry Maguire says he's not going, then what is going to happen? They're going to lose some money. And I think the last report I saw was that West Ham's salary would be less. So they are willing to give him £6 million to make up for that. And yet Harry is saying that he does not want to go. So Man U, I think, will challenge. They added good pieces to their squad. And I think Junior will be happy. I mean, top two may be a stretch. They'll be top four, definitely.
What are Manchester United supporters, Jeremy and Junior, talking about? If they get a striker, they will challenge. I thought this Rasmus guy is a striker. I thought Mason Greenwood is a striker. I thought Marcus Rashford scored the most goals for him last year. When I talk about it, got a striker.
Rashford is a winger.
But he scored most goals for him last year, right?
It doesn't matter to challenge. All right. So what?
Anthony Marshall is a striker.
Marshall
Rasmus is a striker.
Marshall can't stay healthy. Marshall can't stay healthy.
Rasmus is a work in progress. Here we go.
Work in progress? Is academy?
So wait, so have you guys heard anybody say Rasmus Highland is a goal scoring machine? Have you guys heard anybody say Rasmus Highland is the next Erling Haaland? Have you heard anybody that he's expected to come in and score 20 goals?
Erling Haaland is a unique
Somebody
talent.
said 10.
Keep it to the level of Nicholas Jackson. We'll get to Chelsea.
We never talked about Chelsea.
We'll get to Chelsea in a second. We have these Manchester United fans who lower the expectation. Sir Alex Ferguson set the bar high and demands certain things. He's not running. But
all right, so you see that rhetoric that you just bring in.
Yes.
That is what caused the crap that we're in right now as a Manchester United side, because that crap statement about the bar being set high was what made Woodward and the other idiots spend 85 million for Harry Maguire. That's what make you overspend on players. I'm telling you, Arsenal is pulling a Manchester United move by paying 110 million for Declan Rice when they can get Moses Caicedo for probably 86 or 75 million.
100
but that is the parallel. So Manchester United is not making those dumb decisions anymore. Instead of going out and knocking down at the door for my boy there at in Italy, the masked one who scored the goal last year. You realize theme name not in the news.
But Napoli already said he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
Napoli
come on.
200 million, he's not going anywhere.
No. The point is, a couple years ago, you would hear Manchester United in the transfer market for Osimhen. Would that war happen? And then they bring in a Weghorst.
But June,
this year them go out and get the ball with
them. Junior, could it be that Manchester United don't have the money? Could it simply be that you guys don't have the money to splash in the transfer market? Like they can, or are you saying that they learned their lesson from Harry Maguire?
Either way, whether they have the money or they don't, they're not making the stupid spending anymore. I don't care if they want to make the dumb spending and can't make it. Them not make it this year. But feel good.
All right, over to Chelsea. I'm looking at Chelsea squad. Before we go to Chelsea, another year for the fidget spinner, aka Anthony in the system, Junior. We do expect him to explode this year, do you?
I expect Anthony to calm himself down. If him don't calm himself down, then he might be forced to calm down on the bench, because the gunman is going to be back, and Rashford is there. They can't move the Dan Sancho, and something there. My little Argentinian baller, he's here to stay.
Garnacho's good.
Garnacho. So yeah, Anthony, Anthony's on a short leash. So just fix up yourself, yeah. I'm gonna learn to play right back. You know what? Manchester United in the market for a right back, you know. We did this before. There is precedent set for Valencia going from right wing to right back. Anthony, you can't become a right back, you know, brother. You can't become a right back.
Now look at Chelsea. Let's take a quick thought. Get your thoughts on Chelsea's transfer window. Chelsea's summer. The big ball. What I brother saw, Mr. Nkunku is out for what? 3 months? How long is he out? 4 months. Come on. The season, the transfer season. You watch the preseason games. In fact, you put on your jersey and you went to the game. Things that you like about Chelsea and dislike, and the worry you may have coming into the season.
I liked how lively some of the young players were, right? You wouldn't tell that because they brought some young players, and you couldn't tell that they weren't seasoned pro. They kind of fit right in. Nicholas Jackson was really a breath of fresh air. He was quick, skillful. I mean, he knew how to find the back of the net. The issue was that it seemed as if they were not on the same page. Like there were a whole bunch of individual players, and there was no team, nothing. Yes, they won the game. I mean, because goals, win games. But the competition was inferior. Let me just say that as but Chelsea, went out there and they got people to score goals. Unfortunately, one is injured, so we have to rely on one now. But I just don't see where we really got game-changing players. I really don't see, them fixing the midfield. I don't know on earth how Curly Ear Sue still down my club. Like, why are you still there? I mean, like, what do you present? What do you bring? So I don't know. For me, Raheem was not even impressive, and that's bad because we always take up for Raheem. And I don't know. Raheem will have to step up his game this season. And then or he just won't be in the England squad because he was just not effective.
I am on record for saying Chelsea is going to challenge for the title this year. And I think if they get Caicedo, they bring in Caicedo, they are going to be comfortable title challengers. Comfortable. I think we're going to be very surprised at the renaissance of Chelsea. And you see how Jeremy and Levy said one thing he has to say is Enzo is not the answer. Enzo wasn't the answer last year, right? Because of the way how Chelsea played. Look for Chelsea to play different this year. Pochettino is not a 75% ball player. Pochettino is, if you look at Pochettino's time, forget about PSG. Because PSG, him had to play Mbappe Messi way. Look at Tottenham and what Pochettino did at Tottenham. Look at when Son was his best. Now, remember me telling you this right now. Enzo is going to be a renaissance. You see that brother Modric? You see that fast boy Modric? You think Son was deadly at Tottenham? Watch Modric at Chelsea this year. Remember me tell you, Modric is going to have one of those comeback seasons for the ages. I am telling you guys right now, put Caicedo beside Enzo and you have Tyler Adams coming off the bench. That Chelsea midfield is going to be a winning midfield.
Big up
Benton,
to Garfield,
write down that
big up
because I come
Garfield,
back from say, I told you that Chelsea
this is not the
doing it.
football lounge. Sorry, come on. This is not the football lounge, Garfield. This is Ballchat.
Listen, Caicedo will be joining Liverpool. He will be joining Liverpool. I see him thriving at Liverpool versus at Chelsea. So, Junior, he's not going to sign for Chelsea. I think Liverpool is upping the bid. I think the last bid, Liverpool bid more than Chelsea. And Brighton was like, this is no friend thing. It's not a friend thing. Whoever bids the most money, and I do think that Liverpool wants this player, and I think he will be an asset to them. I don't know if Chelsea is ready for a player like that. I don't think he would be a great fit. Like what you say, Kai, I go be our where you say, man?
We're pegging a round hole.
Yeah, I don't think Chelsea is Caicedo's best bet. So him to move to Liverpool and just mashed up.
I think Garfield a port joke. All the trophies that Spurs won. Well, remember, Spurs did not make a transfer under Pochettino for 3 years. And then ran Man City off the field in the Champions League.
Yeah, but they still didn't win no trophy. So
but he just needed backing. And now you give Pochettino.
Wait, he said we ran after. You know what? We could just keep chatting.
I don't know.
That never killed Man City in the Champions League.
But they still did not win a trophy. That's what we're saying. There's no trophy for winning a game. Put it in 3 points. There's no trophy for that. You win the league, you win the competition. So listen, people out there not. I see Spurs fans out there are called Hurricane a snake. No, tell me. This is how many know the football fans are idiots. Hurricane butter with Tottenham. I was going to say the highs and the lows, but there were no highs. So lows. So the man decides that he's 30 and he wants to win something. And he's being called a snake. No. Go and win 2 trophies, yeah. Junior
yeah,
one like them forget trophy for run City half of the. What kind of we like call a trophy there? For run City half of the.
off the field. Junior is looking up the score. Liverpool, come on. Is this Liverpool brass seems to have set out to restructure or rebuild that midfield? Do you like the business? I mean, Alexis McAllister in that midfield. They're looking at Castillo. Jordan Henderson is gone. Captain Jordan Henderson is gone. Your thoughts on Liverpool summer and what do you expect from them? Come on.
Listen, Jordan Henderson for going a long time. I'm sure I carry Milner with him. That's all I have to say about it.
And Milner did join Brighton.
Yeah. It's like I was sorry. Oh, Milner gone. My bad, Milner up. Then it's going to be a fantastic midfield. As I said, I can see Casado really boosting Liverpool's chances. Liverpool have some fast technical players. Preseason they looked so good. I think them lose to Bayern Munich still, but they looked so good in that game. And I do think that Liverpool, I think they'll compete this year if they can keep the main strikers healthy. And I really think that but they did not do a lot of business in the market. And that is, we come to expect this from Liverpool. So now we're surprised that they're willing to spend over 100 million for Casado. So, hey, let's see what happens with them.
And I mean, they signed Dominic Soboslai, who's supposed to be a good looking baller. So,
You could have pronounced the name. I'll try to call him name, I couldn't.
Let me tell you what Liverpool problem is. They're too loyal. I think Klopp is too loyal. Arsenal bringing in Timber should have been a Liverpool signing. He should have been the heir apparent to Virgil van Dijk. Because speaking from a Liverpool perspective, shouldn't wait until Van Dijk tell the coach that, your coach, I am broken down, for the coach to start thinking replacement. Timber should have been at Liverpool. Casado, if I'm carrying this side, but I agree with Cabot. Casado is walking into this Liverpool side and making them better. But can Jota stay healthy? Can the next one, Lewis, whatever I want him, stay healthy?
Yeah.
No,
Can what the idiot up front name? Darwin Núñez. Will he all of a sudden learn how to score a goal after so many years of flopping? So, you can't tell me, say, oh, Liverpool, this and Liverpool, that. And Liverpool is going to beat who them for beat. And if one of the real top 6 sides go sleep against Liverpool, Liverpool will bust your ass. But if one of the real top 6 sides give Liverpool the respect what they deserve, Liverpool have no chance. So, I think this could be Klopp's last year.
El Pistoliero said, go tell Marshall to stay healthy.
Hey, hold on. But El Pistoliero, remember, Manchester United brought in Arsenal's doctor, and Arsenal doctor says he knows how to keep Marshall healthy. So careful what you ask for. Because if Marshall stay healthy, he must score a goal. We know if Darwin Núñez stay healthy, Liverpool does score a goal. So
Hold on there. You're talking about the doctor who did their Arsenal where every minute somebody injured. So him treat them and send them out so them come back. And you talk about keep Marshall injury free.
you just say clap around for box people on them face. Right? I take the box on them face.
But so if Liverpool doesn't get Moises Caicedo, they're looking also at Romeo Lavia, who played with Southampton last year in the EPL. So
That is not an impressive transfer. And then if we move away from Liverpool B, then if we move away from Liverpool Academy and start yes, some players, it worked for some players from Southampton, but the young man is good. But I don't think he's Liverpool ready. Like I have seen him play, so I can speak about it. But I don't think that he has the tools right now to help Liverpool in the Premier League push. I do think that he's a very good option off the bench. It reminds me of Origi. So maybe that's what they're looking at. And I still worry about Liverpool's depth. I don't think that they do enough to have like a very good bench. I don't see Liverpool's bench as good as their starting 11, and I don't see the bench itself coming on and taking over a game. So that's also a concern for them. And Juna is right. I always said Klopp is a player's coach. And if he loves you, respects you, and you've done well for him, he will run you down to the he will stick to you because he likes safe, right? But I do think that they should do everything. If Chelsea bid 110, bid 111. Just I saw them to do auction it 150, 150 and 50 cents. Something like that. They have to make sure that they are, because that's what Brighton says, they want the highest bid. So anything Chelsea bid, they should match it and get this player because he's dynamic, right? And that's what Liverpool wants. Liverpool wants a dynamic player to be up there with Mo Salah. Mo Salah may not score all the goals them, but he's going to be active in and around the 18.
Speaking of lively discussion I go on night chat. Spurs family, just let's get your thoughts on Spurs real quickly, family. Harry Kane is gone, reportedly pending the conclusion of this deal. We spoke about Spurs. What do we expect from them, if anything? Word is that Angie's a good coach. He was at Celtic last year. So, Junior, what do you expect from Spurs and the summer they have?
It's a rebuild year. It's a and if they didn't have to worry about relegation, if they had a draft, they will let us move on. Like Son, you should move on from Son. You should move on from Lloris. You should move on from
Richardson.
No, Richard. You have to build around Richardson right now. I'm not saying Richardson is great, but he is one of the pieces you have to build around right now. You have to move away from the Brazilian brother that come from PSG, the short one. My name. I think he's still there.
The what?
Brazilian baller one.
That did what?
Came from PSG years ago, scored a hat trick in the Champions League in the final or the semi-final against Ajax, the one that saved Tottenham versus Ajax.
Lucas
Moura gone already. Sorry. So
yeah, Lucas Moura is gone. Yeah.
But him gone. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they have to move on from the old guard, rebuild the side. So what build an academy side, buy up some academy baller, right? To me, Tottenham just have to start over from scratch. Take the risk. Bring in a good coach. You say the coach good. Give the coach the resources in terms of player resources and build a side right now. You can't compete financially. With the Leave proved. I think Leave proved that already. So let's just build a side and just go back to being old-time Tottenham. Remember old-time Tottenham, you know? We're not talking Gary Lineker. We're talking after Gary Lineker. Tottenham was always said to be a tournament side, not a league side. They will survive in the league and they will play some good tournament games. Go back to that and build back your fan base, build back your support, and then you try for reinvest in the side.
Tottenham's a done side, Jermaine says, but the coach good. All right, we'll save the coach. Aston Villa, come on.
Oh, wait, before we go Aston Villa,
yes.
Junior friend Fabrizio is saying that breaking Liverpool submitted their official bid for Caicedo tonight, and Brighton are set to accept Liverpool's bid, set to break English transfer record up to £110 million total fee.
Not worth it.
Moises Caicedo will become Liverpool player on Friday if all goes to plan. You know about talk about nobody right now, Mr. Harry Maguire, you know. You know about talk about that.
But I have the experience to tell you, he's not worth 110 million. You're setting up the youth for years. You're setting up the youth. Look, Caicedo's a good baller, you know. I rate him. I would love him at Manchester United. But if you are $110 million, you are coming in to be the next Sadio Mane. Is Caicedo the next Sadio Mane?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes. 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 Ask Liverpool fan them in the chat what them think. Yes, I think this is an excellent signing.
El Pistolero Junior Fred. $110 million. Hold on. One baller. We said, can Jota stay healthy? Can all of these ballers stay healthy? And you're going to put this for Caicedo now. And guess what? Caicedo, guess what come with that now? Top 4 expectations.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course. Liverpool, even without Caicedo.
No, what is wrong? What is wrong with that? Liverpool, Arsenal, Man U, Man City, who else? Tottenham, they all go into the season thinking that they can be top 4 or Premier League. Who you think Liverpool is there? Southampton? Brighton? Junior? Cut it out. Liverpool can challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I expect Liverpool to challenge. I expect them to challenge. I expect to see the resurgence of Liverpool this year. So respect the breaking news. Come on, pending everything goes well, Caicedo will be a Liverpool baller Sunday.
Best decision that.
As Liverpool get ready to play Chelsea. We'll get to that later.
Oh my
God. Before we look at games coming up this weekend, and quickly, Aston Villa. Aston Villa had a busy summer. Part Torres, Yuri Tillemans coming in, and Moussa Diaby, the man joined Junior Aston Villa's summer, and they'll also be playing European football, playing the Conference League this year.
It's your bedtime wicked people. Let me tell you something. It's a Ballchat. We don't look for viral moments. We don't look for the viral moments. But Benton have a way for try to set people up. I could ask someone, but come on, better dancing around.
All
right. Sorry, I'm going to bite the bait. Liam Bailey time soon up in the English Premier League. Okay, fine. That's why we're talking about Aston Villa, and that's why you bring up both Diaby. Diaby went to Bayern, Leverkusen, and run with Bailey. And they know the man just follow Bailey. Yo, if you have Bailey,
if you're looking at a dictionary for bad mind, I'm petty. If that, none of that. Buendia, I say me, Buendia.
Yeah, Buendia.
Injured. Yeah. And he may out for the entire season. Someday he might have gotten a lifeline.
But I like the Yuri Tillemans signing. I don't think they were Yuri Tillemans away. I think they are playing style away. They're trying to play a fool's goal to me. They're trying to play like they're a big side when they're not a big side. But no Coutinho is whatever. But no that try emulate a top 6 Premier League side. But look at how Leicester won the title when Leicester won the title. Ramirez said, yo, we're gonna play a good defense. We're gonna have a super fast striker. We have one lucky winger when they Mahrez, and you have one Chinaman with love run. I put him in the middle. Now they bring in Tillemans a love run and put him in the middle. Can Ali Watkins produce like Jamie Vardy did? Can Bailey and Diaby give you the wing play that is required in Premier League? And can your defense hold up? Because as much as we want to dance around it, remember I said this was the side where I have the captain and I centre back. When I take with the captaincy, I say, look, good, I'm going to come back and play again. So where is the defensive help for Aston Villa? The bottom just might fall out to Aston Villa this year.
No, I don't expect that. Word is that Aston Villa is looking to bring in Nicolo Zaniolo from Roma. So Unai Emery is a good coach, and he does figure things out, and he seems to be given whatever resources. I'm looking forward to see how Duran goes about it another year, and he should get some minutes on the field. But big year for Leon Bailey. Big year for him. I've got to play some ball.
If not, him can go play for Craig, third division team for Belgium.
Well, that is true. Him can go on over. Big year for Leon Bailey. Big. I think the Felipe Coutinho thing just a collect check right there now. Isn't it strange that Saudi, at least as far as I know, no Saudi Arabian team made an offer for one Mr. Felipe Coutinho?
But he's not. His name is not. Look at the ball as well. Saudi teams pick up. I don't think it's rocket science. You know? Okay. Give me the top 3-4 team in every league and see which baller depend them last contract, and which baller over 28, over 30, and which baller now will play World Cup the next World Cup, and make we go for them. Coutinho never did a top 3 or top 4 in a theme league.
But you have a broke down N'Golo Kante. I'm glad he's getting his money. Jordan Henderson done, and not even Felipe Coutinho get a mention.
Benton is not the decision that was made is not football decision. It is a popularity contest. True football fans know Philippe Coutinho.
More popular than the ball of Felipe.
Put it this way. And El Pistolier will tell me, say, true. New Liverpool fans won't even know who Philippe Coutinho is. Think about that. So is he going to sell jerseys?
Yes, he will.
Come on, man. He's not even play for Brazil. Come on.
Newcastle family. Newcastle. This is the year Newcastle win the EPL.
What? Are you a day drinker too? Like, what is this?
Newcastle pick up Sandro Tonelli. Kept their group together last year. Isaac gets another year. Hopefully them wrap him up in a bubble wrap. Can Newcastle win the EPL?
I'm going. No, they can't win the EPL, but they can make the biggest surprise in the EPL. Newcastle can pull the move that Man City pulled the years ago when Man City brought in Robinho. Newcastle can be the team that bring in Neymar. Neymar actually fits at Newcastle when you think about it. Newcastle is actually the logical landing spot for Neymar. This Newcastle is Man City before Man City got Pep. Newcastle is Man City with the Jordan money and just don't know what to do with it. I know you have Neymar with Xavi said, we don't want nothing to do with you and a brother. And Barca want nothing to do with Neymar. And you want to tell me, say Newcastle, not going to put them hot? Newcastle is a team. It just not happen. They will bring in a Neymar. They will do well in Europe. They will come this close to challenging for top 3. But I think Newcastle will finish fourth.
Come on. All right. Maybe it was just ridiculous of me to ask about Newcastle in the EPL.
Yep.
But other than that, your thoughts on Newcastle's summer, and they had a decent summer.
I mean, they did have a decent summer. I'm surprised that they didn't spend more money because they have the money. The pockets are deep. But I think the second half of last season, we saw the damage that Newcastle can actually do. I mean, they were playing exciting football the second half. They were actually competing in the second half. Slow start, but great second half. So I expect more from them. I expect to see Newcastle always in the conversation, and I really think that they can do top 10, if not top 6, top 5. You make up your face. You ask the question because you are the rummed one, and not even the regular one. Now, drunk or batty, you are drink.
But top 10. What did Newcastle finish last year? Did Newcastle finish? Wait, did not Newcastle finish 4th last year with champion? And you have them top 10?
Yes,
of course they will finish in top 10.
Yeah, because while everybody was out there making big moves, Newcastle's transfer window was a whimper.
But maybe they did their business last year, and now they just Sandro Tonelli. They held on to Bruno Guimaraes and they held on to other players. I think for them, it's a big thing is to keep Isaac healthy. Keep Isaac healthy. We don't know Isaac will score goals. All right, before prediction time, family. Talking done. And by the way, big up to our listeners jumping on. Big up yourself. Big up. Big up to who's the late man? Jan Adowa. Big up yourself. Prediction time, family. EPL officially kicks off tomorrow Man City versus Burnley. But the key game that all eyes will be on is the big match on Sunday, 11:30 a.m. By the way, regular ball chat returns Sunday at 5 p.m. Before we get to our EPL prediction for the year, Man City looking to fourth consecutive title. Chelsea versus Liverpool, family. Come on. Big statement game for you guys. You could win this game and just really put down a mark and say Chelsea's back.
Win this game and lose the next 37? No. If we lose this game, I'm not going to panic. But one thing I can tell you about this house, come Chelsea and Liverpool game, no dinner, no cook in here. Worse if Liverpool are ball with, no, the Liverpool fan not going to get for hungry. That's all I'm not going to say. I have no faith in us winning that game, but it's the first game of the season. Everybody have feel out each other. We couldn't learn much from preseason. So I'm just hoping for a good game. I think there's going to be a draw between Liverpool and Chelsea. May not be a goalless draw, but a draw nonetheless.
Junior, your prediction and your thoughts on this game, the feature match this weekend in the EPL, Chelsea versus Liverpool.
It's a game of intent. Chelsea is a better team coming in. Chelsea should beat the brakes off Liverpool at home. I'm leaning towards this being one of those games that we're going to come on Ballchat Sunday and we're going to talk glowingly about Chelsea. I probably glowingly about Liverpool and be wrong at the end of the year. My prediction, though, is I think Pochettino is going to start fast. I think Liverpool is going to give a good first 5 minutes like they usually do, and Chelsea is going to take over. And how much goals them score, it depends on how much in the mood Chelsea will be, but I think Chelsea will win and win comfortably.
And this game is at Stamford Bridge on Sunday, family. All right, prediction time, family. How do we see it? Who eventually wins the EPL? Top 4 teams to win the EPL and the relegated bunch, family. Of course, the transfer window is still open, so a lot can happen between now and the closing of the transfer window. Who you got? Come on, up. Ladies first.
I have Man City, Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, and Newcastle. Those are my top teams.
Okay, Man United.
Bully. Yeah. Man. Oh, hold on. My bad. Sorry.
Arsenal is nowhere to be found.
I am sorry. I'm sorry, people. Don't near me up. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and then Man U.
So you have Arsenal third.
Mm-hmm. Do not a goalie. All right,
and Chelsea in fourth.
Yeah, man. Don't let them fist you.
And so Manchester United in fifth.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then my what?
That would be a decline from last year. All right, your bottom 3.
Yeah. Bottom 3 for me: Bournemouth, Luton, and Sheffield.
Bournemouth, Luton, and Bournemouth should get relegated. They have a new coach with Areola. Juna, your top 4, family, your champion, and your bottom 3.
If everything stay as is and no transfers come in, I'm still leaning towards Chelsea. I think Chelsea is going to have a magical year. I think Man City is going to fall off. I really think Man City is going to fall off, coming off the triple or whatever they have, or the double. But Chelsea, City, Man U, Arsenal, and then it's a toss-up between Newcastle and Liverpool. But if Liverpool get Casado, I think Liverpool can finish in the top 4.
Football family, drop your top 4. Your winners, and you know who's gonna win it. This is an utter disrespect to Arsenal. None of you have Arsenal winning the EPL.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't make. Man City want to win Champions League. Them go out and get Haaland. Arsenal want to win Premier League, they go get Kai Havertz.
They,
But
no,
it's
they
not
get
Kai Havertz
they
alone.
can't, right?
Okay, so
But again, we want to repeat, Arsenal did not have problems scoring goals down the stretch. Do we agree on that, Junior?
no, we're not. I'm not going to agree on that because Kai Havertz have problems scoring down the stretch.
Last year, they didn't have problems.
Hold
Arsenal did
on,
not
but
have
Kai
problems.
Havertz have problems scoring down the stretch. So if you're going to put in Kai Havertz on your side,
Junior, what
man,
if Arteta is going to use Kai Havertz as a 9.5?
when
What
when
if
you get 9.5,
what if we're crazy, can we talk like craziness? Because everybody are drink and them loosey goosey. What if Arteta say, you know what? The man fast, him speed, him can run with the ball and foot. I could just use him as a 9.5. Make him just draw the attention, make him just dish out the assist them. We don't want him to score. We want him to create some chaos. What if that is because first of all, if I want a goal scorer, I now buy Kai Havertz. There must be something else that Arteta see and want from Kai because he's not a prolific goal scorer. What else can Kai Havertz bring to an Arsenal attack? Can you imagine you have Saka or Martin and you have Kai Havertz run towards you? Like, you're confused.
no. Hold on. If you have Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard running at you, you're confused. If you have Havertz and Declan Rice in the middle of your midfield, you feel comfortable about your midfield. So I agree with you. Havertz, best position. Havertz kind of dropping the Pogba enigma. Remember, Pogba wanted to play as a 10 to when he was really a holding midfielder. I think Havertz kind of have the same kind of problem too. If Havertz just play to his strength, the man he can hold up the ball well. He can dish a good pass. Him strong. Him fast. Him can run. Play midfield. That's his ideal position. But if you go and tell me that after City to win the Champions League went out and bring in a Erling Haaland, Arsenal to win Premier League go out and bring in a Kai Havertz? No, sorry, no, they don't have the same ring to me.
Bottom three for you are relegated teams for your family.
But I know Crystal Palace are there right now.
Crystal Palace.
I think Crystal Palace will get relegated this year.
Really?
Yes, I think Crystal Palace will get it.
Why?
Luton.
Why? Because them lose for them best players.
But let's be honest with them. But never like how them treat Vieira.
Oh yeah, bad mind them.
Not bad mind them. And they've been teetering for years, right? You see what happened to Bournemouth? When Bournemouth gave you a blip and then them just survive, and then the bottom drop out. I think the same to go up to Crystal Palace. Everton, you might say, well, why not Everton?
That's what I was about. Yeah.
Sean Dyche will not allow that to happen. If I one thing we know, Sean Dyche will win the game the way he's supposed to win. We can't say that about Crystal Palace. Now, there's rumors out there that Manchester United is looking at Onana. If Everton lose Onana, then why Sean Dyche kind of rough by you still.
And there are rumors that Demarai Gray is also probably on his way out from Everton too, right?
Yeah, but Gray is not a Sean Dyche baller anyway. So is that a big lot? Well, remember now, square peg, round hole. Think about the coach. He needs a square peg in there. If you have a square peg in there, he needs a square hole. So you take out Demarai Gray, you put in the youth from Manu for argument. You can dip on top of mine. The youth from Uruguay, from the Palestri. Take out the Gray and put in Palestri. And Palestri will add loan, and Palestri will give it better than Gray. I'm going to run down the whole week. Right? And that is a Sean Dyche baller. So that's why I'm telling you, Everton will survive to me.
Top four for me. Well, if not no, Arsenal win. If not, no. I have Arsenal winning this league. Man City second. Liverpool third. Man United fourth. Chelsea is going to finish in sixth position. Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Relegated team, Sheffield United is going to get sent back down, and Everton will be relegated this year, and Luton Town. Those are my relegated teams. Football family, this is it, you know. EPL again, matches again tomorrow. Matches kick off tomorrow. Man City versus Burnley tomorrow. I think they played in the FA Cup, was it? And they got 6? Was it? I don't remember what was the score, but it was a Butter Bros. Big up Kofi Powell, blessings to the family. Big up. It would be nice if Liverpool can win this title still. So just
we're sick of them. Oh, also I want to throw in something. So Cephas from Cephas. You know, when name Ronaldo Cephas, my name.
Yes, Ronaldo Cephas, yes, Jamaican player.
Got transferred to Turkey First Division. Well, Super League or whatever. That's whatever.
Good move.
For a fee of €1 million, which is very good because a long time about in the trenches. Then Jordan Fletcher from Mount Pleasant, he's gone to top flight in Albania. So those are 2 nice little transfers from Jamaica.
All right, football family, get ready for Yard Ballers coming back. Yard Ballers update coming back. Ballchat kick off.
How about Whisper?
Whisper not sign yet.
Yeah, October. Yard Ballers regular show returns.
But what about striker? Whisper might just be the answer.
There's a lot of different questions get asked, you know. We can get answers for all different type of questions. Regular Ballchat returns this Sunday, 5 p.m. EPL roundup. Women's World Cup roundup. Women's World Cup quarterfinal kicking off in about 7 minutes. So we'll take ourselves chatty about Netherlands. Attack Wally. The players and their coach talking a lot. So let's see if they check. Where is it? The mode can cash a check, whatever.
Oh, they've already cashed a check already. They decided we never talk about God. We never talk about Spain.
The audacity to even mention US name. I think Lynette mentioned US name. You don't even measure up, man. Go on.
No, it's a question. It's a question.
Win a trophy and then
leave Lynette alone. Lynette is going to score 2 goals against Spain today.
Yeah. The media asked a question and she answered.
She never.
She said bye. She said bye US.
Yo, football family, connect with us on Instagram at Ballchat Podcast. We're on Twitter at Ballchat1. We're on Facebook at Ballchat. Look more family. EPL action returns. Man City, big team, plays Burnley tomorrow. Come on, we're glad to see your family. Chelsea here.
Hey, you know my new gear.
You know your new place. Junior, big up yourself. Look more family.
Theater.
Bye.